Hello guys, today's recap is the horror, mystery and thriller movie Dark Nature. Enjoy! The movie begins as we meet Joy, who after making fun of her boyfriend Derek's manhood, got almost killed by him. Later we see her as she gets ready and leaves with two friends, Carmen and Tara. Once on the road we learn that it was 6 months that the woman broke up with her boyfriend. Carmen is concerned about Joy's mental health, but she says that she was fine. It appears that Carmen too had some problems and they were heading to a camp with a psychiatrist called Dr. Dunley. The woman is not sure she wants to face her trauma. After some encouragement, Joy finally accepts the three drive to the wilderness. As they reach their destination, they see a crashed car on the side of the road. Soon a man runs in front of their car and stops them, asking if they saw his missing dog. He then points out the way to the camp for them and they leave. On the road, Joy keeps having flashbacks of her relationship with Derek. Soon they meet with Dr. Dunley and Shayna, a patient, and Joy notices that there was no signal in the area. The group then heads into the deep forest. To reach the camp, Shayna asks Joy about her condition but gets no answer. Shayna then tells her that she was a soldier in Afghanistan, which left her with some bad baggage. She adds that she was the longest with the doctor. She then wants Joy to share her condition with her, and after the woman tells her she was abused by her ex, Shayna is underwhelmed, saying it's not that serious. The group then finds a compass covered in blood and are scared that someone might have gotten attacked by a bear. Joy is then handed a bear spray and she asks the doctor if she planted the object as part of their treatment, to which the old woman gives no clear answer. Later the group sets camp, and that night Joy has an ominous dream about some strange creature. The next morning, as they are about to leave, the woman hears a growling coming from the forest. After finding a bad spot of water, the group becomes concerned since they soon will need to refill their bottles, but Shayna is not concerned, saying they will find water somewhere else. Meanwhile, Joy keeps having the feeling that they were followed. During a trust exercise, Joy hears the voice of Derek. She removes the blindfold as she calls his name. After finding nothing, she loses her nerves and becomes even more agitated when she learns that Dr. Dunley had brought them somewhere new, even to her, saying it was good for them. Carmen is concerned about Joy's actions, asking her what was wrong, and Joy says that she thinks Derek was following them, telling her how she heard his voice. Carmen thinks she is hearing and imagining things and gets Joy mad. We then see Tara, who had walked away from the group to smoke a cigarette. The woman hears strange noises and has a vision of her hands being tied. Joy then arrives to find her scared, screaming someone was there. Joy then finds no one, and the girl tells her to forget about it, refusing to tell her who she saw as she checks the marks on her wrists. Joy then shares how she thinks they were followed. They then go back to join the rest of the group and are shocked to see the decapitated head of a deer. They think it must have been a bear or something and decide to keep going. Soon we see them as they pass by a broken sign that they don't notice that says the trail was closed. Joy keeps hearing voices everywhere she goes. As still relaxed by a river, the woman learns from the doctor that the place was sacred and home to a powerful spirit, and how people used to come to do healing ceremonies and give the spirit offerings, but says that all had stopped since the colonization of Americas. Joy wonders what the impact would be on the spirit without the offerings. Shayna sets the plan for their next destination beyond the mountain, and Joy heads to be accompanied by Carmen. The two were being watched by something hidden behind the trees. Carmen then wanders around and Joy starts again to hear noises and sees Derek standing between the trees staring at her, then disappears. The woman freaks out and she begins to choke. As she struggles, she sees a strange creature in the distance. Carmen arrives to help Joy and the woman sees that the creature was no longer there. Back with the group, Joy tells them what she saw, saying the creature was behind what's happening to her, and tells them that Tara experienced the same thing. The doctor then calms her down and they head to set the camp. Later at night, Joy has a dream of a cavern and we see blood dripping on her face inside the tent. She wakes up to see Derek floating over her and she again has a vision of the creature. Joy then wakes up from what turns out to be just a nightmare. The woman leaves the tent and wanders into the forest where she hears whispers and meets with Tara and Carmen. The two women say they too had nightmares and Joy learns that Tara had the same dream. Joy Joy thinks that this forest is what's causing their visions. Carmen thinks they are just freaking out, and Tara asks to sleep with them in the tent. Next day comes and they wake up to find Tara had left the tent. Joy can't find her anywhere. After finding their food was missing, Shayna thinks that Tara was the culprit, since she used to do things like that before as pranks. Dr. Dunley says she knows where she could be and heads alone to talk to her. Soon the doctor has a vision of two women badly hurt crossing the forest, and the group hears her screaming. They look for her and found bear spray on the ground. They hear another scream and soon find traces of blood on a rock. Shayna wants to look for her, but Joy and Carmen are scared and want to leave. Armed with a bear spray, Shayna climbs the rocks to the top. There she finds the foot of the doctor, and after noticing something else, she starts reliving her trauma from the war. Seeing she had fallen down, Joy and Carmen hurry to check on her, but can't find her. After looking around, they find more blood. They hear Shayna screaming and go to help her, and soon come across the cavern from Joy's dream. The two walk inside looking for their friend and find more blood. Armed with a stick and a rock, the two climb deeper into the cavern. They hear a moaning and soon find Tara locked in a cage made of wood. They free her and Carmen tells Joy to take her out and leave. The woman pushes deeper inside the cave, where she finds Dr. Dunley calling for help. She tries to help her out of the hole she was in, but hears a growling voice and the woman is pulled by something. The woman then sees the creature that comes after her. She warns the others to leave and she runs to the exit followed by the creature. She gets to a second exit and jumps into the river to escape. She swims with the current and then gets out of the water to find she had badly injured her leg. Joy and Tara reach the other side of the river and are glad to see Carmen safe. The woman starts screaming to alert them that the creature was approaching them from behind. They quickly cross the river and the three hide within a pile of wood. The creature tries to get to them but soon gives up and walks away. The three are stuck in place. Tara is getting worse from her wounds. The woman decides to sacrifice herself to let them escape and she goes out, where she is ripped alive by the creature. Joy and Carmen escape and go back to the camp. There Joy takes care of her friend's wound and confesses how she actually was with Derek the day before they left camping. We see then how their reunion ended by Derek trying to stab her and she smashing a vase on his head, killing the man. Joy, who still loves the man, is reminded how the crazy guy killed her dog. Carmen then has enough and decides she no longer cares about her problems. The two women were about to leave when the creature shows up and drags the tent with Carmen inside it. Joy, who had enough, decides to fight back and heads to the cavern. She gets inside equipped with a bear spray. She goes deeper and hears cries in the distance. She pushes her way through the tight paths covered with blood and guts and finds the decapitated head of Shayna. Joy pushes further until she reaches where Carmen was kept. The woman faces the creature that uses its power to make her see an illusion of Derek. Glad he was alive, the woman hugs him. Then she pulls a knife and stabs him in the head. In reality, she had stabbed the creature that screams in pain. Joy uses the bear spray on it, causing it to hurt even more. Then she sets it on fire. The two women then escape from the cavern and make their way back to the main road, where they get in the car and leave. Joy wants to head to the hospital, but Carmen says they must check on Derek to see if he was really dead. And with that, we reach the end of the movie. If you like today's pick, hit the like button and subscribe. And with that, see you guys next time. Bye bye.